are these people?
Because we've been aiding
till they get enough.
And abetting what's happened here, like you mentioned, in the West Bank. And that is being reported upon by Robert Inlakesh from Mintpress News. Now, what you see here is a bulldozed street, apparently, with IDF soldiers, monitoring and patrolling everywhere. But what Robert says is that on his first day in office, Donald Trump lifted all sanctions previously placed on Israeli settlers in the West Bank, a political move that coincided with a series of violent attacks by Israeli settlers targeting Palestinians that same night, which went completely unreported just about everywhere.
Yeah.
While the president has publicly committed to combating the violent extremism, extremist settler groups continue to finance their activities through American charities. Yeah, they don't want you to know about that either.
Wait, what?
Yep.
What?
Yep. On Monday night, with the backing of the Israeli military, settler groups launched a series of violent assaults on residents in the West Bank. The most severe attacks occurred in two villages near Kalkilia, where mass settlers set fires and fired indiscriminately. Amid the chaos, Israeli soldiers deployed tear gas against villagers attempting to flee, leaving 21 injured. All right, so we hear it from Ihab Hassan, who says after last night's pogrom by Israeli settler terrorists, the Palestinian village of Al-Funduk is sealed off. Shops are closed. Palestinians are confined to their homes, and only Israeli settlers' cars use the main road. Yeah, that happens in a normal democracy, right?
Yep.
Only democracy in the Middle East. The Israeli army punishes the victims, let's go to that tweet, instead of the perpetrators. And there are the Israeli cars on the road. All right, you got a minute of this driving. We don't have any. Yeah, we do have some. You see all the shops closed. Whoever Ihab Hassan is, he obviously had the ability to drive through somehow. It was in a car, so he could film this with his phone. But it's all Israeli and military vehicles driving.
I saw somewhere that somehow Israel shot settlers over there. They thought they were Palestinians.
Yes, that happened too. All right. So next, we've got, amidst a wave of violence, an Israeli police officer mistakenly shot two masked settlers, believing them to be Palestinians. Wow, I thought you just said that. In the aftermath, Israeli authorities imposed a complete lockdown on the West Bank, leaving civilians stranded in their cars and on the streets.
Nice.
Following day, Israel announced a major military operation targeting the northern West Bank, beginning with an assault on the Jenin refugee camp. And we've been seeing these awful fucking videos all week coming out of Twitter about the only place you can see them these days. And even they're getting censored. Defense Minister Israel Katz dubbed the campaign Operation Iron Wall, vowing to crush the growing number of anti-occupation resistance groups that have expanded in the region since 2021. I can't imagine why there would be resistance groups. The operation, Katz declared, would draw upon Israel's, quote, method of repeated raids in Gaza, unquote, to achieve its objectives. So bombing all their houses and murdering their whole family in place when they sleep. Gotcha. On January 17th, Washington-based advocacy group Democracy for the Arab World Now, or DAWN, released a report accusing Karen Kayemeth Israel Jewish National Fund and its subsidiaries of funding illegal settlement expansion and encouraging violence against Palestinian civilians. According to the report, the Israeli registered entities use affiliates in the US, Canada, and the UK to raise money. Yes, they do. They certainly do. And they do it through charities and through religious charities, so they do it tax-free on top of it. Dawn has called on the U.S. government to impose sanctions on the organizations it accuses of funding Israeli settler extremism. That'd be nice, except that they also fund those candidates. However, they are far from the only entries using American donations to support such activities. All right. There's another article from Mintpress about how Israel isn't leaving Syria and that they're planning settlements there and permanent land grab. Read that. Mintpress News, another Indie Media Award honoree, as is Robert Inlakesh. We got a double there. An investigation by Haaretz revealed that the Temple Institute, an organization with the stated goal of demolishing the Al-Aqsa Mosque, Islam's, of course, third holiest site, to construct a Jewish synagogue in its place, has received financial backing from a prominent U.S. donor linked closely to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. My guess would be it's Bill Ackman. But it could be any one of these asshole billionaire Zionist lunatics.
Netanyahu?
That guy. No, not that guy, but Bill Ackman. Through platforms like America Gives, a partner of Israel Gives, Americans can make tax-deductible donations directly to the Temple Institute.
There's so many jokes to make about that name.
Yep.
Sorry.
Well,
anyway.
Well, Elon certainly has been giving too.
Yeah.
Or Netanyahu has been giving to Elon
possibly receiving.
Maybe. They're all blowing each other. That's all I can say.
Wrong with that.
The organization, which has previously relied on donations for half its funding, benefits from this streamlined flow of contributions, and it isn't the only one. In 2019, The Nation magazine, not crazy fans of them, but sometimes they do okay work, exposed the network of U.S. registered nonprofit organizations that have been used to finance Israeli extremists. What a surprise. Like I said, charities, usually using under the mask of religiosity. The role of U.S. citizens and their donations in enabling messianic extremist settler movements cannot be overstated. It's our money.
Yeah.
However, the Trump administration has adopted one of the most hardline pro-settler positions in American history, a stance made abundantly clear by the individuals selected to fill key cabinet roles, the most Zionist cabinet in history. On Tuesday, during her confirmation hearing, Trump's nominee for UN Ambassador Elise Stefanik declared her belief that Israel possesses a biblical right to the entirety of the occupied West Bank. And of course, she used the offensive term Judea and Samaria to discuss, to talk about that. Declared, when pressed, she refused to affirm that Palestinians even have a right to self-determination. Who has the right to determine their future? She does. That was something to see. 30 seconds.
I'm rarely surprised by answers in my office, but I did ask you whether you subscribe to the views of Finance Minister Smotrich and the former National Security Minister Ben-Gvir, who believe that Israel has a biblical right to the entire West Bank. And in that conversation, you told me that, yes, you shared that view. Is that your view today?
Yes.
Oh.
She couldn't say that fast enough. Yes. Keep funding me.
I couldn't kick her in the teeth fast enough.
Yes. This comes as little surprise given the financial entanglements at the heart of the Trump campaign. As we've reported on extensively, the campaign's top financier, Miriam Adelson, Israel's wealthiest billionaire, pledged $100 million to support the former president. Now, I think that Elon ended up giving more than Miriam Adelson. I don't know if she was actually his top financier. She was up there. According to Haaretz, the contribution came with a clear understanding Trump would allow Israel to annex the West Bank. So that's what's coming. So they've already taken Gaza now. Now they're taking the West Bank.
Yep.
Okay, Greater
Under
Israel.
American Guarantee, go check out that segment we did on Wednesday.
Greater Israel Project. Greater Israel Project stuff.
That is correct.
All right. Trump's very own son-in-law,
If
of course.
It is so great.
Jared, $5 footlong Kushner, right? Who should be in jail and
It's
close
definitely
confidant.
not a foot long.
No. Well, he's got a 5-cent brain though, although he's worth a gazillion dollars. And now he's about to make another deal with the Saudis or with the Qataris or somebody, all right, to sell
a new world order
awaits. Waterfront property in Gaza, and that's what they're going to turn into, like resorts and hotels. All right.
Yeah.
The
and
Kushner
factories.
Yep. The Kushner Foundation funneled money not only to the West Bank settlement of Beit El, but also to an extremist yeshiva, which is a Jewish religious school located in a settlement near Nablus. This yeshiva, infamous for hosting extremist rabbis who help organize violence against Palestinians, pogroms, has been linked to incendiary rhetoric, including providing religious justification for the murder of Arab children. Nice guys. All right. Again, Robert Inlakesh, Indie Media Award honoree 2024, class of 2024, one of the more recent ones. And Mintpress has been one of the original outlets. They're outstanding. Minar Mu, also Alan McLeod, Low Key, Whitney Webb's written for them. Kit Clarenberg and others, tons of them.
Yeah.
That's that segment right there. So we definitely don't get monetized for stuff like that. So if you are able to and of means, we could really use your support. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. If not, share the stream, tell your friends. The way that you can support this network financially the best and leave us a tip would be to give us a Cash App that takes no fees or very minimal fees whatsoever. Ko-fi takes almost no fees whatsoever. PayPal is small. And then you could also subscribe to the INN newsletter. That uses Stripe, and we talked about Stripe last week. I'd prefer that we not use Stripe if we didn't have to. But whatever you guys are, whatever everyone is willing to do, guys, ladies, everyone, for real, thank you. Really appreciate all the support we could possibly get.
Can keep giving us nothing and think we're bluffing about coming for your heads. Why play civil if you won't listen? To 50,000 died, and now we know our mission. We form a militia, make Congress a prison.